Tinubu actually won the election. Now imagine if we have such a person as INEC chairman. Come on. When I'm on this page, I am not the type to be inclined to this baseless religious argument or tribal argument. I am not wired that way. But it is what it is. If we say it as it is what it is. Anyone who says that the 2023 election is about us feeling bad because Peter Obi lost the election, then your case has become not only incorrigible, it has become dire to the point I don't even know. Sometimes if I'm angry, I lack the grammar to express myself. This is not about us. It's not about pitching sides that I am an obedient or you are a batified or you are articulated. It's amazing that we can reduce the sensitivity and the future of our children yet unborn to this mere baseless of who you support or who you don't support. Beyond who we support, there's a country that holds all of us together. And if that country is bad, nobody is going to go to the market to buy bread cheaper or petrol cheaper. At least everything that is bad about Nigeria affects everybody, irrespective of who you support. Now, there are some people who don't mind that the country goes as bad as it can go, provided an Igbo man is not president. Now, trust me, each time I bring this Igbo question to my page, it doesn't mean because I have any affiliation or because I'm yearning something from the Igbos. Trust me, I have my own experience with some few recalcitrants that are of Igbo extraction. But these are individuals that I've encountered that are bad. Beyond that, I have met some fantastic Igbo people. I've met some fantastic Yoruba people. Trust me, I've met some fantastic Fulani people. But when we begin to translate our individual interactions to stereotypes, that's where we have problems. The man who called me from Canada yesterday clearly represents one of the huge problems we have in Nigeria. Because here is a man that's educated. Being educated is an opportunity to have a possibility to rationalize, a possibility to see what is good from what is bad, a possibility to have the right decisions that affects and improves everybody. But when you see somebody who is educated and from a stable climate such as Canada, talking like a typical Nigerian who sells groundnut on the street, then Nigeria is in a big problem. I am not a proponent of quarrels and fights among tribes, but there are some people who cannot just, separate themselves from these baseless tribal innuendos. So I don't know if Nigeria is still worth it, or it's time Nigeria actually explodes. It's not about division, it's about Nigeria just exploding, because there are some people who don't care about, my brother, forget about this church matter. That's another story for another day. There are some people who will not mind. They are not just interested in Nigeria working. In fact, there are many things I want to say. If I say it as it is in my mind, no Yoruba man will like me. There are certain things in my mind. If I say it the way it is, trust me, no Yoruba man will work it, because Nigeria cannot be crumbling like this because of your tribal sentiments. Nigeria can't. This man, this Tinubu, this Mundus is crashing the country, and all you have to say is, all you have to respond to this hardship that Nigeria is going through is your tribal sentiments. You mean we can sacrifice the future of 200 million Nigerians for your tribal innuendos? My brother, this thing is painful. I felt so, I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night yesterday because of this man that called into my show. Now here you have a man that speaks, obviously he's eloquent, His choice of diction is good, you know, and this is a man that wakes up in the morning, he has 24-hour power supply, lives in a very good environment, live in a clean environment, meet people that are cultured, that are organized, and yet you could still have the audacity to stick to your tribal bias. And the funny thing about this set of people is that they'll be the first to accuse you that you are tribally biased, when in fact they are the ones that have refused to, you know, separate themselves from their tribal proclivities. So I don't want to call out anybody so that this message does not look like I'm attacking a people, because we have the likes of Adebanjo, we have the likes of Dele Farotimi, I have my friends you know, I have a lot of Yoruba friends here who are very, very good. But these people who claim to go to school and in fact this thing is terrible. Let me tell you something that happened way back in school, when I was in school. I didn't know it then, but it's unfortunate that I knew it many years after graduating. We had a HOD that was the HOD of my department, accounting department. You get me? So what will happen is that whenever there's exam, they find a way of leaking these exams to all their brothers in school. At the end of the day, you find during classes, we that were intelligent will be raising our hands up and giving answers. When exams come, you find them having better grades than you. How? That's because of this tribalism. And it's a cankerworm that has completely deteriorated the very fabric that joins us together. It must stop. But how can it stop? I don't think it can help, because it's a culture to some people. When you see somebody, you are trying to select based on merit, but you bend merit and give it to people who don't deserve it because they are your brothers. It doesn't work that way. Nigeria cannot continue like this. Tiwani. I served in Anegbete. During the orientation camp, you see one particular set of tribe, they will all gather in one place because they lack the ability to interact with others. They are uncomfortable to interact with others. They are not secure in interacting with others. Left for me, like I said in my video yesterday, I think if I was the president, I would scrap off NYC. Honestly, scrap off NYC. There's no need for NYC at all. Because the original idea of NYC is for young people who have attained academic excellence to go to other places and discover new cultures that they can take home and tell to their people about certain cultures that exist elsewhere. But it has not worked, because students who go to Bauchi to see unique cultures in Bauchi, or those who go to Kebbi to see unique cultures in Kebbi, don't take those cultures back, so that over the years our diversities that results from our different tribes could be solved. So what's the idea? As far as I'm concerned, NYC is just like a temporary employment to unemployed graduates. That's what I think it is. And quite frankly, it should be scrapped. NYC should be scrapped. It has no use at all for me. Scrap NYC and let us go ahead. This tribalism thing, I think tribalism for me is a bigger problem than even the religious, the Fulani. Look, you people think the Hausa man is a very, very good man. The Hausa people are very, see, I'm in Jos. I live in Jos. If you ask me to go to Warri, to swap places, if there's a big flat in Warri and a big flat in Jos, I'll pick the one in Jos. I'm telling you the truth. Yes, they have this religious intolerance, but beyond that, their humanity in them, they have more sense of humanity than us there, that we are capable of. We, at the slightest opportunity, we cheat ourselves to death. So, what I'm saying is simple. Assuming the Yorubas see themselves as Southerners are not Odua, are Southerners. What happens to the Igbo man happens to touches them. What touches the South Southerners touches them. Do you think the northern politicians will have the audacity to be feeling that they own Nigeria? Because they know that touch one, you touch the rest. Because they know that we are incapable of uniting. That's why you see a senator from the north without any education will be in the House of Assembly, and there will be all those who say A, they will say A, even though they are supposed to say nay, and it stays. Esther Ifunaya, let me block you. I don't like these are block Esther. Please, whenever I'm doing my video and you know that you are a school, you are from the school of IPOB, don't come here because your thoughts are very rude. You want to do Nnamdi Kanu that knows how to do something. Where is he now? Nnamdi Kanu that knows how to do something. You just come and say this man knows how to talk. He doesn't know how to do anything. It's only those who are alive that can fight. It's only those who are free that can do something. When you say anyhow and they catch you and they lock you up in Krikri or anywhere in Abuja, you can't be doing anything. You think I'm in those that only brag, hey, we'll bring Nigeria down. We'll bring Nigeria down. Nigeria will become a rubble. I am not that type of thing. I don't do theatrics. I don't do theatrics. So don't come to my page and be insulting people. They talk of Yoruba people. You some of these Igbo people, you are a problem. You think just filling your heart with emotion and bitterness and anger.
Those clamoring for tribalism, to call the shot. They said no, I done well. Where has it done well? Tribalism is what is killing our country. Let's take it for the north. Northerners are very good when it comes to tribalism. They don't say that to anybody. They all do their things, go on and on and on. All they want to see is that they bring country to totality. But the Yorubas are clicking out to Tumbo. Why? Why not? Nobody have a say in that country. See the likes of Kanu Onadi. He was fighting for an Igbo nation. But this one will not get in place if there's no tribalism. Please, let's support Magnus and fight this fight. A fight of nationhood. Let's support him and fight this fight. If this first time you're watching this video on my channel, subscribe my channel on Free Abraham and like and share. Thank you and God bless. Don't forget to follow my Facebook page, Emoji Comedy.